So that wonderful reception Argyle receiving today can tell you only one thing: league football is back at Home Park. Argyle today take on York City in their first league game of the season, just 12 weeks after that memorable day at Wembley when Argyle regained their status in Division 2. In Newcastle and indeed throughout the country, all talks about Alan Shearer, but here in Plymouth, Argyle have their own hero, Bruce Grobbelaar, the ex-Liverpool star who won countless medals. Today he makes his debut, in the league anyhow, and in the week he's been at the club, it is more than apparent that the eccentric goalkeeper has given the club a massive boost in what's been a gloomy pre-season. As for Argyle's new signing this summer, Tony James from Hereford, well, he'll have to wait for his debut. A groin injury has kept him out, so Chris Curran deputises. Apart from Argyle's new goalkeeper, there are two changes to the side which played at Wembley on that famous May afternoon. Mark Patterson has a broken leg sustained against Chelsea, so Chris Billy comes in, whilst Canadian international Carlo Corazon comes in for the influential Martin Barlow, who is injured as well. As for York City, well, they're without their captain Steve Tuttle this afternoon, but City do parade their new signing from Bradford up front, Neil Tolson. So let's look at today's team sheets. Plymouth Argyle line up as follows: number 1, Bruce Grobbelaar; number 2, Chris Billy; number 3, Paul Williams; number 4, Ronnie Morget; number 5, Mick Heathcote; number 6, Chris Curran; number 7, Chris Ledbetter, who scored against Man City last week in that pre-season friendly; number 8, Richard Logan; number 9, Adrian Littlejohn; number 10, Mickey Evans; number 11, Carlo Corazon; and the substitutes for Argyle are number 12, Neil Illman; number 13, Mark Saunders; and number 14, Paul Watton. Let's look at the York side now then. And Dean Keeley has left the club, so Andy Warrington is the new goalkeeper for York this afternoon. Number 2 is Andy McMillan. Number 3 is Paddy Atkinson. Number 4, Adrian Randall. Number 5, Paul Atkin. Number 6, Tony Barras. Number 7, Gary Himsworth. Number 8, Steve Bushell. Number 9, Gary Bull. Number 10, Neil Tolson. And number 11, Paul Stevenson. And the substitutes for York City are number 12, Nigel Pepper, number 14, Graham Murty, and Glenn Naylor completes the York City squad. This afternoon, Argyle are the favourites for the bookmakers. There are 8 to 11 odds-on favourites. If you fancy York, then there are 100 to 30. And the draw is 9 to 4 with the local bookmakers. Off the pitch, Argyle's pre-season has been a bit troubled, but on the pitch it's been fairly satisfactory. They've just suffered one defeat, and that was perhaps understandable at home to Chelsea. Gavin Peacock with 2 goals amongst the goal scorers that day. But Argyle did beat Manchester City here at Home Park last Saturday, Chris Ledbetter scoring a fine goal. And Argyle have also had wins at Dawlish, Millbrook, Taunton, Bodmin, Tiverton, Dartmouth and Saltash, whilst the young team managed to get a draw against Falmouth. So we're about to kick off this brand new season. I think one thing's for sure, we can't have the same repeats as last season when Argyle started so disastrously, losing their first 6 games of the season. A good start is so vital. It sets the scene for a brand new season. And Ronnie Morget, the Wembley hero, and Adrian Littlejohn are about to kick off this brand new season. It's a brilliant atmosphere at Argyle, carrying off from that great day at Wembley when it seemed the whole of Plymouth was up there. The ball forward early, but his arm goes wide for a throw-in. So much expectation at all 92 league clubs at this stage of the season. By about 4:45, that's always damaged by some way, but some clubs are going to start well, and we all hope Argyle are one of those clubs. Carlo Corazon turns. Ronnie Morget. It's a free kick to Argyle in a dangerous position. Carlo Corazon was judged to have been fouled by the referee. The referee today, by the way, is Bob Harris. His 2 linesmen are L. Baker and E.A. Martin. Ledbetter is going to take this free kick, although Corazon might fancy a crack at it. He scored a wonderful free kick in the pre-season, one of the pre-season games. Ledbetter does swing it in. Mick Heathcote almost got his head to it. And Ronnie Morget wins possession. It's a foul though, according to the referee. A foul there on Adrian Randall. but given away stupidly by York City. Headed away by Atkin. It's a throw into Argyle. Paul Williams will take it. No, he won't. He's left it for Chris Curran. Chris Curran, one of 3 central defenders this afternoon. The long throw in, looking for Michael Evans. Evans fails to win it. And this is Hemsworth, but again, possession's lost. Michael Evans shoots straight into the hands of Andy Warrington. And Michael Evans, who's improving with age, attracting apparent bids from a number of top clubs. Nottingham Forest lately linked with him. But Evans showing a lot of opportunism to shoot, and that was first effort on goal of the new season.
Come on, Chrissy.
It's another throw into York City. Battling for everything at Neil Tolson there. And Gary Ball searching for the ball forward. He's with Mick Heathcote. Gary Ball's got possession. But it goes only to Leadbitter. He gets the ball away. But Macmillan now has the ball. Macmillan will cross it in. Richard Logan beats Gary Bull in the air. Michael Evans, a wayward ball. But Logan now can pump the ball forward. Littlejohn just managed to get a flick to that. Can Michael Evans get the ball? No. Well played, Andy Macmillan. And a spectacular volley there by Warrington. Warrington, who's got a lot to prove now. Keeley's left the club. It's his first real chance in the York City side. Chris Curran with this throw-in. Evans wins the ball in the air. Littlejohn cannot get to it. Bushell. Macmillan forward. Looking for the head of Gary Bull. It's going to be a throw in there to York City. It's been a bright start by both sides. It's been a good start to the game. That bodes well for the 90 minutes. Neil Tolson managed to fend off Logan. Tolson managed to get a crossing of some sort, but away by Billy. Littlejohn appeared to be pushed, but play on. And a disappointing ball forward by Leadbitter. The ball just too high there for Michael Evans. Logan, with one of his famous long throw-ins, can cause so much damage at times. He's going to get some length on this, no doubt, which he does. Michael Evans fails to get his head to it, but it will fall to Paul Williams, but he failed to control it first time. There's a real competitive nature to this game early on. Players not holding back from the tackles. And here come Argyle now. Morget, strong. To Heathcote, first time ball forward. Can Coruscant get on the end of it? Coruscant, what a wonderful save by the keeper. Carlo Coruscant with a wonderful opportunity. He tries to lob the keeper, but Andy Warrington did his job well. Saw what Coruscant was trying to do. And that's another good chance for Plymouth though. And Coruscant bursting forward. That's after 5 minutes of the game. Evans now. Running at the defence, but his ball, disappointing, only falls to Atkin. On the left is Paul Stevenson, but can't control the ball. Evans flicks it to Little John, but again, Atkin, who's been prominent in the York defence early on. There's a throw into Plymouth. Corazon wins that ball well. I think Corazon, always a spectacular player, tried to lob the keeper with that chance and was inches away from scoring the first goal of the new season. Curran's long throw. Evans fails to win it. It's a throw. That's a free kick. Led Bitter with a foul. Gary Ball with a flick. He's York City's big name player. And Gary Ball was instrumental last season in keeping York City up, as York very narrowly avoided relegation. Grobbelon had nothing to do so far. Morget. Little John. There's a few gaps in the York City defence, and Argyle seem capable of exploiting them. Well played, Corazon. Lots of determination. This is a big season at home park for Carlo Corazon. Spent most of the tail of last season on the subs-bench after joining from Cambridge. He's got a real chance to establish himself now, especially with Martin Barlow out of the side. Well, Gary Ball had his foot up, but the free kick went in York City's favour. So York gets a surprising free kick, which Paddy Atkinson will take. York City today in the change strip of all white. Seems a bit odd, that, seeming they play in red. The ball forward, but no one's up there to take advantage. McMillan plays the ball back to his goalkeeper, Andy Warrington. And it's a 1-2 there because McMillan's got the ball again and he can run forward now. Enters Argyle's half of the field. Neil Tolson. Andy McMillan. Corazon now. What a good ball there for Adrian Littlejohn. Can he keep it on the field? No, he can't. And Littlejohn's disappointment is apparent to everyone. York City. I'm not sure if he meant that, but Paddy Atkinson has got the ball and he's got a lot of space. He's going to shoot. Paddy Atkinson. And he forces Bruce Grobbelaar's first save of the game. And it's a corner kick to York City. I think Grobbelaar might have been a bit disappointed with that save. Could have held it. So taken. Michael Evans gets his head to it. Littlejohn almost won the ball well, but York City were 3 players back. The through ball there. Gary Ball. Out wide is Andy McMillan. Neil Tolson now. But well done, Chris Curran he's got well to it. Hemsworth. Still got the ball. Well played, Paul Williams. Forces York City back into their own half of the field. Paddy Atkinson. And the York City striker is disappointed with that ball. Neil Tolson. I think he wanted it played to feet instead of played to Grobbelaar. Gary Ball turns well. And York have a real chance now. Gary Hemsworth. The low cross in, well played Nicky Heathcote. He managed to get half away. The shot in again, saved by Bruce Grobbelaar. What a save! The best goalkeeping of the game. York City felt they'd scored. But Grobbelaar, you never know with him, saved brilliantly. Here's the man who forced that save, the number 7, Gary Hemsworth. A disappointing ball there, but Paddy Atkinson might get to it. Indeed he does, but it only goes for a throw-in. York City getting more and more into this game early on. Randall. Here's Gary Hemsworth. He'll get a good chance to cross it in. Mickey Heathcote, dominant in the air. Paul Williams. Morget, trying to be more calm with that ball. Now here's a bit of a chance. Tony Barras against Michael Evans. And Barras has to concede a throw-in. Richard Logan, who can cause so many problems with his throw-ins, has got a chance to create an opportunity for Plymouth. Logan. Evans causes problems. Morget turns and shoots. And it's over the crossbar, but Morget, who scored a couple of goals like that last season, and of course the Wembley hero, scored the goal at Wembley that took Argyle into the second division, which is why we're playing York City today. Chris Cohen almost a free header there, but can only give away a throw-in. Just about 15 minutes gone. It's Plymouth Argyle 0, York City 0. But there have been opportunities at both ends. Nikiko fouls and he wins a free kick. Grobbelaar, not a very good goal kick or free kick, and he's caused problems for Plymouth, but still not in control. Argyle. Here's Gary Ball, but Paul Williams gets his head to it. Still not away by Plymouth, and still York City threatening the Argyle half the field. Gary Ball wins possession from Heathcote, but the cross to no one in particular, and Grobbelaar has a simple catch. And that's a quick throw by Grobbelaar, which gives Corazon a chance. The long ball forward. Throw in. Chris Billy will take this one. Playing a type of wing-back role. Prefers an attacking midfield role, but with Mark Patterson injured, I'm sure Billy's more than happy just to be playing first 11 football. And he's won a corner. Chris Ledbetter will take this corner kick. Noticed last week against Manchester City that all the set pieces involved Ledbetter in some way. And he did cause a few problems for the City defence. And now it's another City, York City, who's going to have to deal with Chris Ledbetter's corner kick here. Swung in. Logan with his head to it. Did that come off Gary Bull? It did. It's another corner kick. This time Chris Billy's going to take over the responsibility of taking this corner. Argyle have Evans, Heathcote, Logan, Morget up there, ready to pounce. Carlo Corazon fails to win the header convincingly, but he's got a chance now. Corazon has got a lot of work to do if he's going to cause a problem. Being pushed back by up to 3 York players, and Gary Ball gets it away, but he did win inside the throw-in. And now Richard Logan's going to take this one. And the big central defenders stay up forward, hoping to capitalise on Logan's throw-in. Heathcote got his head to it. Ledbetter shoots. The only half got to it, and it goes straight to the keeper, Andy Warrington. Heathcote in trouble. Failed to win it, and Chris Curran took the ball from Bruce Grobbelaar. It's Neil Tolson causing problems, and it's a corner kick. But Mick Heathcote was always backtracking, always struggling to get his head to that ball. And Chris Curran had to take some responsibility and get his head to that ball. A corner kick to York City. Bruce Grobbelaar punches it away. Steve Bushell plays it out to Hemsworth. Hemsworth cross. And that's a header there by Gary Ball. He beat everyone. Everyone was right about that header, apart from it went straight to Bruce Grobbelaar either side, and that could have been a problem. And I think that's why Ball looked so disappointed when he saw the outcome of his header. But he had all the air and all the space in the world there, and Argyle never really going to win that header. Mickey Evans. Beaten in the air there by Tony Barras. And this is now McMillan. The long ball forward, searching for Ball. Finding Ball. And he develops some sort of cross, but it's very harmless. And goal kick. Carlo Corazon. And a nice little flick there, Billy. He's going to try and find Michael Evans. And Warrington wasn't going to risk picking that up. It's another throw into Argyle, which Chris Curran, I think, will take. Curran there. Ledbetter had to get out of the way of the referee first. Ledbetter, will Williams get to that? He does, controls it well. But he's in trouble now. Williams, Little John. And it's a free kick to York City, a bit controversial there because Little John was being pushed all over the place. Well, Logan leaves that when Grobbelaar should have got to that. I think that was the better option. That's why you could hear some groans in the Argyle crowd. Well played, Morget. First time ball. Can Ledbetter win that? Again, the referee gives a free kick against Argyle. This is becoming an all too occurring pattern in the game. Free kicks against Argyle, and Morget just having a word with the ref. Chris Curran just managed to beat Gary Bull in the air. Gary Bull's a very tall player. Paddy Atkinson's going to take this. Looking for options, they're not really apparent to him. It's Stevenson trying to get a cross in. It's a throw-in. Paddy Atkinson again will take it. Searching for options, they're not really open to him though. Tolson. It's a corner kick. Tolson's won it. And York City get another corner. They're getting quite a few in this game. This is Paul Stevenson who'll take it. York with all but 2 players in the final third. And Mick Heathcote got his head to that this time. Paul Stevenson wanted to cross it first time. Adrian Randall wouldn't let him, but Stevenson plays a good one too. Randall. It's a bit of a lob cross, and there's too much length on it, and it goes off for a goal kick to Plymouth, but York City certainly in this game. If anything, they've started the brighter out of the 2 sides. Some nice football there by York City, and Gary Bull's got an opportunity. He's completely on his own, but he turns well, tries to play it to Tolson, and Chris Billy this is becoming a bit worrying for Neil Warnock. York City causing problems. This time it was Tolson and Bull who combined to cause yet another opportunity for Argyle. Evans. Not sure where that header was going. Heathcote gets his head to it, but it only goes as far as Neil Tolson. This time it's handball, free kick. But Argyle needs someone to take over the game, take responsibility, because at the moment they're a bit lost for ideas. Only apart from that early chance from Corazon, they haven't threatened the goal yet. Ledbetter to Littlejohn. Ledbetter, it's getting in there. Instead, Corazon will get to it. It's a throw into Argyle. Littlejohn couldn't get across in because Andy McMillan was challenging him. And now Logan with the throw in. Again. Evans doesn't get to flick to it. It falls to Ledbetter, he shoots, it takes a deflection. For a split second I thought that was going in. It's going to be a corner kick. But that could have gone anywhere. Unfortunately for York City it went wide of the post. But Ledbetter at least having the opportunism there to cause York City some sort of problem. And with goals like he scored against Man City last week, he's perfectly entitled to have a shot. Ledbetter will now take this corner kick. Corner taken in. Neither Morget or Logan can get to it. Instead it will fall to Gary Hemsworth. Will pump the ball forward. On his own is Tolson. York City now playing it around the defence. They'll play it to their goalkeeper Andy Warrington. Deals with the back pass very well. Mick Heathcote beats Gary Bull in the air. Nice football by Plymouth here. Littlejohn, was his shirt pulled? I think they'd have been entitled to have a free kick there, Plymouth. And Argyle passing the ball around when they shouldn't be. They're being hustled and bustled by York City. And the referee's given a throw in there to York City. Evans has to win a lot of headers in the air. Heathcote had more time than he thought, and it's another free kick to York. Argyle defending regularly, but still no bookings. It was a policy during pre-season not to get the book out. I think that served Argyle well, because there were a few dangerous tackles, but now there's going to be more bookings than ever, and Argyle have to be very careful. Suspensions can hit a team so hard. It's a free kick to York City, though. McMillan takes it. Gary Ball got his head to it. Stevenson can only give away a throw in there to Plymouth. Horizon was about to flick it when it was taken away from him. And York City weren't going to take any chances. Warrington was going to go for it, but the defenders dealt with it instead. Here's McMillan, the right back. And Gary Ball doesn't get to that, nowhere near it. And the game's now quieting down after a very bright start, when of course Horizon for Argyle and Atkinson and Hinsworth for York had some opportunities. Evans. Chris Curran, a little chip there, looking for Littlejohn, but in there was Barras with a good header. And Logan adjudged to have fouled Tolson there. And then she had another free kick.
You see the refs then, James?
Randall, McMillan, Atkin, ball forward. Hemsworth couldn't win it, but still York had possession. That's a nice one too. Here's Randall, but Heathcote manages to get to his foot to it, and I say just, went to throw in for Argyle. Well, the sun's shining at the moment, but Argyle aren't. And plenty of balls being played into the penalty area, but just not getting enough to create problems where it really matters, and that's causing problems for Andy Warrington, the goalkeeper. Perhaps Littlejohn will change that. Way out wide is Chris Billy. That was the right ball by Littlejohn. And Billy in trouble now. He's faced by two players, and then loses possession. Billy's got possession back again, and that's a good ball for Corazon. Corazon, it took a wicked deflection off Barras. And after losing the ball initially, Billy did well to play it to Corazon. Corazon drilled the ball in, and it came off Tony Barras, and it's now a corner to Plymouth. Billy now will take this corner kick. And Argyle are so dangerous at set pieces, it's their main source of goals. And Heathcote, I think it's a free kick. There was lots of pulling in that penalty area. Evans, a nice ball there. But Argyle just no consistency. They just can't do a continuation of their attacks. And Logan will take this throw in with 32 minutes on the clock. Horizon wins that ball, but far too much pace on it, and Andy Warrington will pick those type of balls up for breakfast. Littlejohn took a deflection of Macmillan, which slowed the ball down, but Evans now. If a player's going to change this game, you feel Evans could be one of them. All three Argyle attackers in Evans, Littlejohn and Corrison so dangerous. I think they'll just need a bit more service over than they're getting in the middle. The midfield fading a bit. This is more like it from Argyle, showing some more determination. Littlejohn. Littlejohn has the ball now. Tries to take on players, it doesn't really work. And Williams have made a forward run. Will be disappointed not to get the ball back. And here come York. For once, the free kick is given in Argyle's favour. Bit of head tennis going on. Logan now has to deal with this comfortably. Bit of spectacular overhead kick. It's not away though, and that's all that matters really. Williams got his foot to that. Tolson. Stevenson. Tolson again. Leaves it for Stevenson. Hemsworth couldn't get to the ball, but his side still want to throw in. Looks like Andy Macmillan, wearing the number 2 shirt, will take this throw in. It's an awkward sort of cross. It's also ineffective because it went off. Grobbelaar with perhaps one of the most entertaining parts of the game so far. Clowning around with the crowd, he's famous for that. Well, Evans had to come and get that because no one else was. Sliced by Ledbetter. Macmillan. Steve Bushell now, he has a chance to get across, and it took a deflection of Mickey Heathcote. It's another corner to York. They've been the more dominant side in this game after a bright start from Argyle. So Gary Hemsworth, who's had the best chance of the game perhaps when he made Grobbelaar to make that fabulous save. He takes this corner. Swung in. Grobbelaar again comes out for it and again wins it. He gives defenders so much confidence with an authoritative goalkeeper like Bruce Grobbelaar. Corazon showing some determination, but unfortunately will only fall to Andy Warrington.
Whistle test, Alice!
Corazon battling for everything. Well, he's not very happy with that decision. It's only a throw-in. And well played the referee. He's not afraid to show who's in charge. That looked a free kick throw into Argyle, and the referee agreed. Evans, fancy little flick to Corazon. Billy, desperate to get involved in the action. Does well. Billy, round one. Gets a good cross in. It's a nice skill by Chris Billy. Curran has plenty of time to get a cross in. Curran's cross. Morget's header. Over. That's much better from Plymouth Argyle. And that's waking the fan up with nothing else. Lots of determination out there, but the referee still hasn't got his yellow card out. Although, to be fair, you can always show determination without having to give a free kick away, and there's been nothing too serious out there. Logan was fouled. It's a free kick to Argyle. So Argyle push their players forward. Can they get a break with just 6 minutes left of this first half? Evans jumped too early. And McMillan's now away. This is a good run by McMillan. And that was almost a good ball to Stevenson. Stevenson gets a second chance now on the left wing. Stevenson against Billy. Stevenson still over the ball. In the end, has to play it back to Atkinson. First time cross, headed away by Heathcote. And the ball having to be played back by York. That's negative play there. Had a good chance for a moment there, but Barras playing it all the way back to Warrington in a bit of a waste, and sums up this game so far, really. Corazon. Was he fouled? Looks to be pushed over there. The referee was having absolutely none of it. Well, Mick Heathcote jumped and left Argyle exposed to the back. And so near to getting a break there was Steve Bushell. Instead, Argyle have now got the ball. Carlo Corazon. And it only goes as far as Barras again. What a disappointing ball by Barras, rather weird. But he'll get a second chance now to make amends. Barras again, plays it out wide to Andy McMillan. Trying to, a through ball there onside. Neil Tolson, but it's a goal kick. Neil Tolson was away for just a split second there. Well played, Logan. Not so well played. Only played it to Randall, but Robler will get the ball. Curran to Evans. Now Evans with a bit of space. Williams is way out wide left. Oh dear. No pace on that ball. Disappointing by Evans. And it only goes to McMillan. Now Williams is still forward, so then Argyle exposed on their left-hand side. But Williams is now back, thankfully. Well, down injured was Eno. Paddy Atkinson's managed to get up. Bit of a firm tackle there by Carlo Corazon. Grobbelaar's ball forward. Williams, a small player, always going to struggle to win that in the air. Here's Morget now. Heathcote, the ball forward. But again, pretty aimless. And a simple task for McMillan to head it back to his goalkeeper, Andy Warrington. Andy Warrington playing in goal today. He signed professional terms on the 1st of July 1994. And now Keeley's left. He's got his first real chance to establish himself in this York City side. Well, Corazon wasn't interfering with play, so the linesman's flag stayed down, but Evans wasn't quick enough on the mark. Atkinson. Tolson now with a chance, and Gary Ball who shoots, and Grobbelaar has to stretch to get to that. But I don't think Neil Warnock's going to hold back his words at half-time. He'll demand for more from Argyle. Not so much the commitment side, just the creative side. They've created so little. The only real chance falling to Corazon. Well, ended up being a good pass to Grobbelaar from Logan, but Logan knew nothing about it. Grobbelaar smacked the ball against Logan, could have gone anywhere, and typically it went straight into Grobbelaar's hands, and that's yet another one for the archives. Last week, Grobbelaar made a disastrous fumble against Man City. This time the cross in and smashed away by Paul Stevenson. Logan recovered from that shock of a bit of an interchange with Grobbelaar to continue play. And we're now just seconds away from approaching injury time and the end of this first half. The crowd raise their voices, but it's in vain. Littletron there to win that ball. And Paul Williams desperate to get play continued. Can they create one last chance before the final whistle goes for half-time? Mickey Evans plays a 1-2 there. Now it's Paul Williams. He gets a cross in. Can Morget win his head to it? No. Ledbetter now. He's got time. Instead, he decides to go out wide. Chris Billy. McKeithcote. I think he encouraged a run by Billy, didn't really materialise them. Well, Heathcote. The acrobatics by Warrington, but it's in vain. So there was plenty of optimism before the game. Argyle will get clapped off. They're not out of this game, but York City will say they've been the better side in this first half. And apart from that first chance by Corazon after just 5 minutes when his shot was saved by Warrington, Argyle have rarely threatened the York goal. Grobbelaar has made a couple of typical saves, but as the sides go off at half-time, it's Plymouth Argyle 0, York City 0. So York City will kick off the second half, and Argyle fans in the Devonport end will see their attack that particular goal. No changes at half-time. the same 11 take the pitch in this second half. Out wide, Chris Billy. Cross swung in and easily dealt with by Andy Warrington. Logan wins that in the air. Littlejohn. That's the check. Plays it to Paul Williams. Paul Williams' ball hits Hemsworth, and Hemsworth does well not to concede a throw-in. Grobbelaar. Some good skill. And wins inside a throw-in. And Grobbelaar plays around with the crowd. Some wonderful play by Grobbelaar. I think people like Adrian Littlejohn would have been very pleased with some skill like that. I'm sure Neil Warnock's heart missed a beat for a second there, but Grobbelaar, you have to expect that from him, don't you? Paul Atkin at the other end, playing the ball there. And now Paddy Atkinson on the ball. The ball looking for Gary Bull. Mick Heathcote, though, has time to play a ball forward. But a bit of a wasted ball there. Here's Ledbetter. Slices it. And the ball only goes to Kevin Blackwell, but unfortunately he's not one of the players, so that means York City have a throw-in. Logan. Heathcote. Carlo Corazon attempting to win this ball. It's a throw-in to Plymouth. I think even the Argyle fans were a little surprised with that decision. Here's Littlejohn again. Morget. Heathcote. Again, just a hoping ball there. Argyle handball, and it's a free kick now in a dangerous position. Carlo Corazon may be an international player, but surely even he doesn't fancy shooting from here. Well, they're either going to have a shot on goal, or Corazon or Ledbetter will play the ball into the danger area where someone like Mick Heathcote can get his head to it. Corazon looks very confident. Corazon goes for goal, hits the wall. The wall does its job, but Paul Williams has a second chance. Plays it out wide to Chris Billy. Chris Billy drills it in. And the referee has given a goal kick. Richard Logan must have got the last touch. But that's better from Plymouth. They've started the game a little brightly in the second half. And we all hope that's a sign of things to come in this game. It's still 0-0. And it's so important that Argyle get a good start to the season with a second half goal. Mick Heathcote wins that, plays it to Morget. Morget Williams. Tried to play it to the path of Evans, but it was blocked by York City. And here's Gary Bull. Well, he's never going to beat two players there. Logan eventually gets it away. Argyle just need to take their time a little more. McMillan plays it back to the goalkeeper. Warrington drills it across. Here's Evans. And again, Hemsworth gets his foot to it, frustrating both Argyle players and fans alike. And the fans are a bit louder now, which is something at least. Disappointing cross there. And Bruce Grobbelaar pumps the ball forward. Is that a foul? No, I think Littlejohn just stumbled over his own feet. Logan. Littlejohn was back to the player, gets a cross in. Throw into Argyle. Logan surely will take this. And instead Logan gets the ball. I'm not sure his run forward was aimed at receiving the ball. I think he would have preferred to take the throw in, but Logan gets a cross in. Heads it away. This is Paul Stevenson, who had a good first half. Paul Stevenson, that's an excellent ball. Gary Ball. Bruce Grobbelaar out of his area, gets his head to the ball. Grobbelaar's now safely back into his goal line. This is Neil Tolson. A nice little ball there to Gary Himsworth. It's Himsworth's cross. Grobbelaar stumbles, and a vital block there. It's a free kick in the end, but well played, Chris Billy anyhow. But Bruce Grobbelaar, who came out for a lot of crosses in the first half with a lot of success, came out this time, but the referee thought that Grobbelaar failed to get his hands to that cross because he was fouled, and he's won his side of goal, a free kick. McKeith Coate. Paddy Atkinson manages to keep the ball in play. And the ball went off in the middle of the park. Well, Corazon's won that ball, but nobody wanted to get onto the flick on, which is a bit unfortunate. Paul Stevenson. Well, the referee says play on. The player's stopped, expecting a free kick. Tolson's header flicked wide. That would have been a controversial goal if it had gone in. All the players, including the York players, stopped expecting some sort of free kick. But the referee waved play on, much to everyone's surprise. And Tolson's header, Grobbelaar was stood on a standstill and was mighty relieved to see the ball go to behind wide of his left-hand post. Evans tried the fancy flick, but it didn't come off. Tolson. Bushell. Argyle players, clumsy. Paul Williams, for a little fellow, showing a lot of strength there. Well, last season was disappointing for York, but since he came to the club, Alan Little's had some success. He led York to Wembley in promotion in May 1993. And then the following season, his side reached the playoffs. It's the same season where Argyle made the playoffs against Burnley. And just as Argyle were knocked out in the semi-final stage, York also failed to make the final after losing to Stockport in the semi-final. So they won't remember that particular season with fond memories in terms of the playoffs. Both sides know what it's like to take success in the finals at playoff. Mulshay's away. He crosses it in. Littlejohn just fails to get into it. Littlejohn's so close. It's still in play. Paul Williams now. Paul Williams trying to get a cross in. It's a corner kick. That was much better from Argyle. And Littlejohn only inches away from putting that ball into the back of the net. Gary Himsworth has to concede a corner. The Devonport end have awoken. Chris Billy will take this. And it was the centre forward there, Neil Tolson, doing a defender's job.
Come on,
Evans gets a flick to it. Mulger shoots, takes a deflection. A blocked tackle there. But Argyle now creating more chances in this second half than they did really in the whole of the first half. Heathcote. Corazon, again away. York City for the first time looking a bit troubled here. And the referee has to stop play there, because I think the York City player for a moment was holding his head. He's got up now, but Argyle still have a free kick. I think Argyle just a bit disappointed that he didn't play advantage. Curran will take this. It's headed in, and what a good save. Carlo Corazon with a header, Andy Warrington with the save, and Argyle are now alive. One of the first times an Argyle free kick found an Argyle player, and that was almost a goal. Leadbitter with a corner. Mickey Heathcote just inches away from making that. Here's Little John. Not in the penalty area where perhaps he'd like to be. Morget plays the ball to Michael Evans, he shoots. Again, it takes a deflection, is it? It's another corner. Again, Leadbitter will take it, and this is much better from Plymouth. This is what the Argyle fans would have expected before the game. It's drilled in this time. I'm not sure if Leadbitter meant that. Will Billy give Leadbitter a second opportunity to cross it in? He will. Leadbitter. Again, an unconvincing cross. Williams. Onside. It's Chris Billy. Leadbitter. Leadbitter's through. In the end, there were just too many York players in his way for him to make any sort of real impact on goal, but a driving run by Leadbitter. And a controversial decision by Plymouth, much to the disgust of the Argyle players and fans. Offside, that was very, very close. I think Argyle's cheers are more of relief than anything else. Corazon. Michael Evans, onside, turns. Here's a chance, Morget. Chris Leadbitter was screaming for the ball, but Morget stumbled. In the end, it comes to nothing. But it's good to see Argyle forcing those York defenders to earn their money. Heathcote won that in the air. Free kick to York City. Gary Ball, the play fell over. And now we really do have an atmosphere here at home park. Paul Stevenson was going to take this. He's got some options in the penalty area. You see Tolson. Gary Ball, who's seems to be being pushed by Heathcote. Stevenson. Tolson wins the header. Oh, and Mickey Heathcote missed it. Hemsworth could have got to it. He then claimed handball from Heathcote, but the referee was having none of it. But a frightening moment there for Plymouth. Little John. And it was a slice sort of shot on goal. It still forced a good save from the goalkeeper, Andy Warrington. Little John, for one of the first times in this game, had time to do what he does best, get a shot on goal. He didn't get proper contact, but he still forced a save from Andy Warrington. Argyle really do have to score with all this pressure. No point having all these chances if they don't convert one of them. We're about 15 minutes into the second half. Half an hour to go. Chris Leadbitter will take the corner. Ledbetter plays it to Chris Billy. Billy, well, this cross was a bit deep, but it's still forced Neil Tolson into a header. 2 York players are down. Tolson seems to be the worst off, and for the first time in the game, the trainer's needed. Tolson's off the pitch, so play can continue. And for a moment, York are down to 10 men. Chris Billy's corner. The goalkeeper cannot get it away. Oh! Plymouth Argyle take the lead, and it's Carlo Corazon. 1 goal in the whole of last season. And now Carlo Corazon scores Plymouth Argyle's first goal of the 1996-1997 season. It was a spectacular celebration by a spectacular player. That's going to be one of the less spectacular goals Corazon will score. The goalkeeper couldn't clear it. It was a muddled sort of handling by Andy Warrington, and Carlo Corazon was not going to miss from that way out. Evans is through. This time Warrington gets to it. So after 60 minutes, Argyle have taken the lead, and it's the Canadian international Carlo Corazon who scored the vital goal. And you have to say, on the balance of that second half play, Argyle more than deserve it. They created a couple of good opportunities. York City were looking uncomfortable, and surely it was only a matter of time before that inevitable goal came along. And Corazon, who was a deadline day signing last season from Cambridge United, scored 1 goal against Mansfield Town. That was an important goal, last minute. And now he's scored another important goal, and he's given everybody a lift. Grobbler is handling a bit more confident on his opposite number, Andy Warrington. Here's a chance, Tolson. He's got time to shoot. He took a deflection off Argyle players. Ah, well played, Littlejohn. And he's won inside a free kick. He was tripped up there. The referee will want a word with York City player there, Steve Bushell. And because he caught the Littlejohn's ankles, it's going to be the first booking of the game. So the number 8, Steve Bushell, being booked. He came through York's YTS scheme as a Manchester lad. Had injury problems during the 92-93 season. And now York City are to make a double substitution, are they? And Steve Bushell and Paul Stevenson are to come off. And Glenn Naylor, one of the players, to come on. And Nigel Pepper. So that's 2 substitutions by York City. They're obviously not pleased with the way this second half's progressed. And we'll soon find out if Argyle will be able to cope with these substitutions. Corazon. Suddenly a much more determination from the international. Look at that, wonderful play, and then tripped up. I think the York City players aren't very happy with Corazon, the way he fell to the ground and the way he did. But it's a free kick, the referee decides it's a free kick, and he was tripped up in some way. Argyle then, a dangerous position. Can they get another goal? That really would put a stamp on things. It's another goal! Mickey goes! And suddenly the gloom of the first half has been replaced by sheer delight. Chris Billy with a fine free kick, and Mick Heathcote doing what he did so often last season, getting his head onto the free kick. He flicks it into the right-hand side of the goal. This time Andy Warrington had no chance whatsoever. We're 65 minutes into the game. It's Plymouth Argyle 2, York City 0. And this is more like it from the Pilgrims. Mick Heathcote, voted Player of the Year last season in all categories. The club captain, continuing last season's fine form. And amazing what a couple of goals can do now. Suddenly everyone's much more confident, much happier. And Carlo Corazon's goal has been followed up by a typical header from Mickey Heathcote. And Mick Heathcote, who scored in Argyle's last league game. That was a 3-0 win against Hartlepool on the last day of the season. He scored then, and he scored again this afternoon against York City. And York City, and all their good efforts in the first half, count for nothing. Bruce Grobbelaar continuing to worry Argyle. But Bruce Grobbelaar, typical Bruce Grobbelaar. And look at him, he's having a great time. He's away on the left-hand side. It's got Evans and Corazon in there. And Argyle very unlucky there. John's cross was met by Paul Atkin, and it's another corner kick. So Chris Billy, who set up that second goal for Mick Heathcote, will take this corner kick. Can he do a repeat performance? Disappointing corner. A waste. Is Mick Heathcote the goal scorer? Ball forward, finds Littlejohn. Suddenly Argyle playing with a lot more confidence. And flicks that were disappointing in the first half are now coming off. Throw into York City.
An important message to 9-year-old Nicky Craig. 9-year-old Nicky Craig has got separated from the parents, so they're waiting for you at the main office. That's the 9-year-old Nicky Craig. You can make your way to the main office. Your parents, they're waiting for you.
York have to score now to get back into this game. Disappointing shot there. Mick Heathcote away. Here's Michael Evans, showing so much determination, and then partially fouled, and Evans is very angry with that. The foul there by Nigel Pepper, and Mickey Evans perhaps reacted a bit, overreacted. He's going to be calmed down by the referee. But it was clearly a foul, and has the referee got his book out for a second time? I think he has, and Nigel Pepper follows Steve Bushell into the book. Free kick to Plymouth. Curran. And Evans so near to getting to that. In the end, Paul Atkin took it away from him. But Argyle now in dominant mood. It's another corner kick. Chris Levitt will take the corner. You've got Carlo Corazon calling for the ball. Mick Heathcote, Michael Evans, Ronnie Morget. Chris Billy with plenty of room, chips it in, And Argyle trying to repeat the move that created the goal against Darlington in that playoff final. But Chris Billy couldn't repeat the same sort of cross that Mark Patterson produced. And it goes harmlessly wide for a goal kick to York City. Logan wins that ball so comfortably. Corazon, is he away? No, he just can't keep the ball in play, and he ends up running into the fans in that Devonport end behind the goal. See the Devonport end, that's a great sight. Nearly full of people wearing their green and white shirts. And a great atmosphere being created behind that goal. The bloodstained Neil Tolson making his debut this afternoon. Away, Michael Evans. But doing his job very well was Paddy Atkinson, coming in from fullback to do a central defender's job. Michael Evans for a moment was away, but he had to check, and that gave Paddy Atkinson just enough room to win that ball. I think Littlejohn a bit disappointed that he didn't receive the ball from Evans, but hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Evans, who's attracting so much interest from a number of clubs, he's got the confidence to shoot, and so many times it ends up in the back of the net. Heathcote. Well, again, he had a free header. The nearest person to him was, in fact, Ronnie Morget. But Heathcote, inexplicably given room by York City, and that could be so dangerous. And this time he headed just over. And Mick Heathcote seems to be all over the place now. Such an inspirational figure wearing that number 5 shirt. Randall. Well, the players appeal for handball, as do the fans. It's still not over. Well, the ball's over. The danger wasn't for a moment, but Nigel Pepper had a good opportunity. There were a number of York players in that penalty area, but Nigel Pepper's header went over the goal. But just a slight suspicion that Mick Heathcote handled there, ignored completely by the referee. You feel just a goal now by York City, and that's going to create a tremendous finale to this game. Maybe not for the Argyle manager Neil Warnock, but certainly for the neutral. But time is slowly but surely running out for York. Paddy Atkinson. Gary Ball. Atkinson gets another opportunity. Seeing a lot of the ball. He crosses it in. The tall figure there, Neil Tolson. Corazon. Some nice play. Littlejohn. Good to see Argyle's forwards doing some defensive responsibilities. Morget, offside. The through ball was nearly perfect. And Argyle fans quite rightly applaud that. It seems a different side in the second half. They seem to be so much more awake, so much more aware, and creating so many more opportunities, rather than that one Corazon knife hit in the first half. Corazon, eager for more. Littlejohn, on his own. Littlejohn, round one, not round the second one, Andy McMillan. Littlejohn had few options and had to go alone. Randall, did that hit the hands of Curran? The referee allows play to continue, and this is the break now from York City. Gary Ball. Well, in the end, it wins aside a free kick. Heathcote just doing a bit too much shirt pulling and pushing of that York City player. And York City now have to push all their players forward. Only Andy McMillan and the goalkeeper remain back. Oh, what a waste. Nigel Pepper. I think he was going for goal. And he's been heckled by a couple of Argyle players, but it was such a waste it even went off a throwing, can you believe? I'm not sure if that was a drilled in cross or a shot on goal, but nevertheless it was a complete waste. And it gives Argyle fans a cause to have a laugh. Randall, determined. Still Randall. The ball seems to be stuck to his feet. Randall, well played in the end by Chris Billy. Randall still has the ball. He crosses it in. Just ahead of ball was Paul Williams. It's still not over. It is now. Whoever heard those words before. In the end, Carlo Corazon heads the ball away from danger, and it's a corner kick to York City, who now have to take a few risks. Otherwise, the game's over. McMillan. What a wonderful tracking back there by Ledbetter. He wasn't going to give the ball up without a fight. Robillard again coming for this, and again winning the ball. There's only ever going to be one winner in those situations. Grobbelaar's going to get some part of his body to it. Sometimes we're not sure which part of his body, but this time he was more than competent. And now Littlejohn, has he got a chance? No. The ball taken away from him by Paul Atkin. Paddy Atkinson now. Still Atkinson. Good play. And well played as well by Chris Curran. It's a throw into York, and Argyle so much more determined and first to the ball in the second half. I think they needed the first half to wake up. But now they're very much alive. A bit of space is Andy McMillan. Gary Ball. The back flick, attempting to find McMillan. That's a penalty kick. Carlo Corazon, the offender. McMillan played the 1-2. It was adjudged to have been fouled, and that's a controversial decision. And York City had the chance to turn this game around completely. It looked like they didn't have a single hope just seconds earlier, but now they won a penalty kick at the vital time, just when they were started to have lost hope. And the substitute, Nigel Pepper, looks like he's going to take this. The former Rotherham United player has a chance to put York back into this game, which he does. It's Plymouth Argyle 2, York City 1. And Argyle are in for an anxious last quarter of an hour. Robillard couldn't continue his heroics, which he's done throughout the game. And this game has now changed completely. York's hopes will have been raised completely. There'll be talk for a long time about that decision by the referee, whether Corazon did foul McMillan. But it's all history now because York City are back in this game. It's Plymouth 2, York 1. And Argyle can stop relaxing now. They've got a tough last quarter of an hour. Well, a scream of pain there from Corazon. Warnock out of the dugout. He's not very happy about that. Pepper went up for it. And Neil Warnock, this is not what we want to see. Tempers flaring. I think Neil Warnock suggesting that an elbow be used by Pepper. Pepper very determined to defend himself. Controversial moment here at home park. Neil Warnock getting involved with players when perhaps he shouldn't be. Pepper was not going to be accused of anything by Warnock. He certainly wanted to defend himself. I think the situation's calming slightly now. Amidst all those flurry of excitement, Corazon's still on the floor. The attendance has just been given out, by the way, 9,035, a very healthy attendance for the opening day of the season. Coruscant, thankfully, is up. And Nigel Pepper has had a very eventful time since coming on as sub. He's had wayward shots, he's scored from a penalty kick and now had a war with words with Neil Warnock. And now he won't be allowed onto the field. The referee won't allow him onto the field until the play stops again. Still Pepper talking to Warnock. But all that matters really is Coruscant's back up on his feet, and that was the main source of anger in the first place. Naz plays back where we want it to be on the field. Williams. Coruscant manages to get away from his defender. He's surely going to play it to either Williams, who crosses it in. Michael Evans just fails to get ahead to it. In the end, it goes into the hands of Warrington. And onto the field now is Nigel Pepper, who's not going to be very popular at home park for the rest of this game. York in a dangerous position. It's the other substitute, Naylor. Pepper, agonisingly wide of that goal. And what an impact by the substitute. He's everywhere. And he was so close to scoring his second goal of the game. And suddenly Argyle needed waking up. The Argyle fans doing their very best to do so. But you feel there's going to be 10 minutes now of heart-stopping action. Coruscant, he's away. Good backtracking there by Barras. It's a throw into Argyle. Evans. Billy. Gets a half-decent cross in. Just a bit too wide of Coruscant. Is that an Argyle throw-in? Yes, it is. Littlejohn. Does well to keep the ball. Littlejohn. Morget. Heathcote. Littlejohn. Shoots. A fine effort by the former Sheffield United striker. Just wide of the goal, and the game has certainly opened up in the second half. Much more entertaining, much more value for money. And this is how we hope the season will continue, right up until May. York City have another chance. Throw into York City. You can feel the anxiety throughout the whole ground. Ball. Heathcote just got to it. This is Macmillan who won the penalty. Curran against Ball. And Curran happy to give away a throw-in. Can Argyle hold out to get those first points of the season? There's 5 minutes plus a bit of stoppage time, which I'm sure the referee will acknowledge. Billy gives away a corner kick. Argyle clear it. Can Littlejohn get to it? He can. He turns. Littlejohn. Well, the Argyle fans claiming Paddy Atkinson impeded Argyle's Little John. Warnock is absolutely furious at the dugout, but play on, says the referee. Can Argyle capitalise? Yes, well done Heathcote. But Little John had the pace, he had certainly beaten Atkinson. It looked a foul, but the referee, it was a bit behind the action, just said play on. Another controversial moment. Now an off-the-ball incident here. Is that Chris Curran who fell to the ground for a moment? Looks like Neil Tolson is involved in it somehow. I think the referee's going to have words with the players. And a word is all it's going to be, but a few niggles in the second half. Not what we want to see. Nobody gets their head to it. Corazon. Surely will play it forward to Littlejohn. Great roar of expectation whenever Littlejohn has a break, but Macmillan did a good job. Macmillan's throw-in. Pepper. Hemsworth manages to get a cross in. Heathcote only half away. Pepper is going to go for goal. And Argyle desperately get it away. Well played, Chris Curran, a vital interception. These are desperate times for Argyle. The referee stopping play for some reason. What's he going to do here? He's going to have words with Curran. I think he's injured. The referee sensibly just checking to see if he's okay to carry on. This is just the first day of the season and already it's been so dramatic. This is Adrian Randall. Well played, Paul Williams, who gets his head to it, but Argyle now have a bit of a respite. And now Curran has a better time to catch his breath. Slightly injured earlier. Looks okay to carry on. Littlejohn chests it down. Fails to win possession though. And that will go safely to Bruce Grobbelaar. They won't go to his penalty area, but Grobbelaar takes it into the safety area. And Argyle fans will applaud anything Grobbelaar does. Argyle fans desperately whistling for that full-time whistle. But we're not even into injury time yet. Just a couple of minutes to go. And this is the part of the field where Argyle will be happy for the ball to be at. York City can't cause any problems around this part of the field. And Argyle fans will be happy for their team to play out time. Evans, though, loses possession stupidly. Every second being counted by those Argyle fans. Can York City add yet another dramatic moment to this already amazing game? First half was very dull, second half's been everything but dull. Macmillan. Randall. Desperately looking for an opportunity. He'll play it to Argyle's victim, Pepper. Again, this is Randall. Hemsworth. Macmillan shows some nice skill. Macmillan crosses it. Cleared off the line. Well played, Chris Curran. That was going in, and Chris Curran had to get his foot to it. I could have swore that was going in. But Chris Curran with a vital interception. That's Bruce Grobbelaar's ball. We're in injury time now. And the full-time whistle blows. Plymouth Argyle win their first game of the season. After a dull first half, they came alive in the second half of the game. Carlo Corazon and Mick Heathcote scored the goals that have given Argyle the points. They were made to sweat on it late on, especially after Pepper scored from the penalty spot. Chris Cohen cleared off the line in the last minute. The performance improved dramatically in the second half. And Argyle have earned the points that the fans came here to see. Over 9,000 people saw an Argyle victory. And listen to the reception the Argyle fans will get now. The Argyle players really made to work for this win. So as the players leave the field to a wonderful round of applause from the Argyle fans, fully appreciating this win. It's been a satisfactory start to the season. Plymouth Argyle 2, York City 1.